Murders are always disturbing, but some are even worse than that. These following cases are brutal, so brutal they're almost unimaginable. The crimes horrified inhabitants, and the police are still looking for answers that remain for decades afterward, as years pass without an arrest or even a possible subject. Keep watching to see the most horrifying unsolved cases ever. Number 10. Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper is a name known in England as he was an English serial killer. Between August and November of 1888, he killed at least 5 women. The weirdest thing about this case is that the victims were all prostitutes in or near the Whitechapel district of London's East End. Jack the Ripper was never identified nor arrested. Number 9. The Oakland County Child Killer. Mark Stebbins, Jill Robinson, Christine Mialik, and Timothy King were all murdered. Their deaths occurred between February 1976 and March 1977, and they're often linked to the Zodiac murders. One strong suspect, Chris Bush, committed suicide in 1978, and no murders suiting the Oakland County profile ever happened again. Number 8. The VILLISCA Axe Murders. Bill James and his daughter, Rachel McCarthy James, issued the man from the train. The Jameses declared they'd unlocked the mystery of June 10, 1912, the murders of the Moore family and 2 guests in Villisca, Iowa. They recognized a man named Paul Mueller and laid out a case for Mueller having traveled across the US and into Canada, killing up to 100 people. The killer picked families who lived near railroad tracks, and he used the blunt side of an axe, rather than the blade, to strike the victims in the head and face. Number 7. The Grimes Sisters. The disappearance of the Grimes sisters is an unsolved double murder that happened in Chicago, Illinois, of the United States on December 28, 1956. The sisters were aged 15 and 12 respectively, and they disappeared while traveling from a Brighton Park movie theater to their home in McKinley Park. Later, they were found dead in the middle of nowhere. What's weirder is that in 2009, a Detroit cop reopened the case to see whether anyone saw them as missing persons. To their shock, records showed that people kept seeing them after they were dead. Number 6. The Case of the Embalmed Severed Head. In December of 2014, an old woman's severed head was found in Economy, Pennsylvania. The head was embalmed, and what's even worse, the police couldn't identify the woman. All they knew is that she was local to Pennsylvania. The reason they couldn't identify her was that the person who embalmed her head also removed her eyes and replaced them with rubber balls. Number 5. The Jamison family. Bobby, Sherilyn, and 6-year-old Madison Jamison were just a regular family in their Oklahoma neighborhood. However, things started to get unusual. Very unusual. They all started to look pale and wasted. A video of them in their last days showed them walking around very strange. The local pastor said that the family was struggling with, quote, spiritual warfare, and that Sherilyn Jamison had become preoccupied with witches. The day the family disappeared, their home was left with a witch's Bible in the middle of the room. Shortly after, their truck was found. Their dead bodies were found 4 years later. Number 4. Hinterkaifeck. The Hinterkaifeck family lived in a rural town in Bavaria back in the 1920s. Gruber Hinterkaifeck, his wife, daughter, 2 grandchildren, and the maid were all found knifed to death in different parts of the home. What was even weirder was when the police realized the farm was still maintained, notwithstanding the family being dead for weeks. So someone had been living in the house. Number 3. The Boy in the Box. In 1957, a box was found marked fragile by a group of kids out in a park. The kids opened the box, and what they found inside was shocking to them. Inside were a bassinet and the body of a young boy. The deceased boy weighed only 30 pounds and displayed severe signs of abuse. He also had several scars that appeared to be from surgery and a black substance in his throat. What's shocking is that neither the boy's identity nor his murderer were ever discovered. Number 2. ETAN PATZ. ETAN PATZ is known as the boy on the milk carton, and his case remains one of the most shocking cases ever. Back in 1976, he went to school by walking to the bus stop. This is the day he disappeared. A man named Pedro Hernandez claimed to have killed the child, so he was arrested. However, people didn't buy this, as there was no evidence about the murder. Number 1. The Sodder Children. On Christmas Eve, December 24, 1945, a fire occurred in the Sodder home in Fayetteville. During the fire, George Sodder, his wife Janine, and 9 of their 10 children were present, but 5 of the 9 children escaped the fire. Even so, no clear record of what happened to the 5 kids ever appeared. Which of these horrifying unsolved cases shocked you the most? Do tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And as always, thanks for watching.